Hey everyone. I just wanted to say thank you so much for partying with us. And I wanted to go through our my favorite 15 items. Some of them are the bigger items, and some of them are the smaller items. They're the things that I actually use more often than others. Most of them I use daily, if not at least 2 or 3 times a week. So I wanted to show you my blender first. I was actually getting ready to make vanilla chai. So I wanted to show you guys that. So I'm just going to take my lid off of my blender here, and I use almond milk. Not typically this one. However, it's still really, really good. It's organic. The store was out of the one I usually use. I'm going to put about a cup and a half in there. That's usually a good amount. And what I'm going to do is just turn my blender on to the heated wash setting, which will bring the milk up to 140 degrees, which is hot enough for me. And then you can just hit start. Now, if it's not hot enough for you, there is, custom heat here, and you can set it to how high you like it. So say you like it at 160 or 170. Typically that's hot enough for most people. So I'm just going to hit heated wash, and it is going to blend a little bit. And that kind of gives it the foamy texture that you get from getting it from Dunkin' or Starbucks or stuff like that. And then I just have my mix here, which I made also in the blender. I just put all the ingredients in there, and then it makes it into like a powder form by hitting grind. So that is my number one item. I literally use it daily between smoothies and vanilla chai and peanut butter and soups and jam during jam season. I love, 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 love this thing. My next favorite item here is the air fryer. If you guys have an air fryer, raise your hand below. I would like to see who all has one already. If you would like an air fryer, put a, what can we do? Put like a green heart. I would like to see who wanted one. I never wanted one, and I earned this for free. So it's very, very spacious inside. There are lots of settings on this as well. We have air fry, bake, roast, rotisserie, reheat, and dehydrate. So reheating pizza is amazing in here. You can use it as a dehydrator as well for fruits or meats. And then you can do a chicken in here. So there is actually an area here for a bar to go across, and then the chicken actually rotisseries in there. It's pretty awesome. Otherwise, you can just use it as your air fry. It has a nice light that comes on with it. Oh, it's not plugged in, but a nice light as well. And then, oh, and I love pork chops in there. Pork chops come out amazing. I never was a pork eater until I started cooking in there. It's amazing. Over here, I have my quick cooker. This was the reason I kind of had a party. I love the quick cooker idea. Like, it's like an Instapot. The cool thing about our quick cooker is it comes with a consultant, which is me. I share lots of ideas. I use it all the time, like at least 3 or 4 times a week to actually cook dinner, and then, randomly for vegetables as well. So you can sear in it. So say you're at the campsite and you wanted to make like spaghetti or something, everything can be cooked right in here. So you can sear, you can steam, you can slow cook. So we actually have a glass lid that goes on it as well now. Let me see if I have that. Because most people like to see their food slow cooking. So it does have a glass lid that goes on it, so you can see your food in there. You can proof bread. There's pre-settings for chicken, beef, pork, seafood. You can make soup in here as well. White rice. It takes about 4 minutes to cook and then 10 minutes to release the steam, and it comes out perfect every single time. No pieces uncooked, no, guessing if it's done. It is done every single time. Brown rice, whole grains, beans. So you can do like dried beans in here. 28 minutes and they're typically done. Stew, chili, and dessert. So for desserts, you can put in like a cheesecake. and then put it on dessert setting. It takes about 40 minutes, but it comes out nice and moist cheesecake. There's lots of options for that as well. Like I said, awesome thing about it is that you get a consultant and I share all my ideas with you guys. Plus Pampered Chef has ideas online as well. The next favorite item is the brownie pan. If I haven't already talked about it during the party yet, I definitely will be because it's one of my favorite items. If you have the brownie pan, put a red heart down bottom. I would love to see who also has it. I can share some more ideas with you guys. The brownie pan is more than just for brownies. You can make little mini meatloafs in here for lunches. My blender's done. Hold on. So now it's foaming. What I'm going to do is, now that it's hot, you can kind of see the steam spewing out of there. I'm going to put some of my vanilla chai in there. And then I'm going to close it back up. Just let it blend for a minute or two. And then it's done. And I just pour it in here, and it's not like Dunkin'. Every time I get vanilla chai from Dunkin', it's very chunky at the bottom. This is not chunky at the bottom at all because the blender like really blends it in there. It's so good. And then all I do is rinse it out with a little bit of water, add a little bit of soap to it. So it has a little bit of soap in there now. And then I put it back on here and finish the heated wash setting, and it'll actually spin. But while I'm talking, I'm not gonna do that for now. So anyways, about my brownie pans, you can do, like I said, meatloafs in here. You can make little mini lasagnas. It's a really, really cute idea. And now there is a new brownie bite pan, and they're tiny little ones. You can make you can make little mini brownies. You can put an entire cake box in there and flip it over and then flip it back, and you will have a pull apart cake. So each little individual part is connected on the cake. You can decorate it as is, but then you can pull it apart. It's pretty cool. The next item I want to talk about is our boat presses. So the little handle is like this, and it comes off of the base, and it comes in a set of 3. So if you have our mini loaf pan, or if you have a granola pan, that'll fit in there. If you have a cupcake pan, this will fit in there. And what this is for is when you make your brownies, say, and you want to press down on them, it'll leave a little boat in there, and then you can decorate them. So you can put the icing in there then, or you can do, if you do little meatloaf muffins, you can do like mashed potatoes on top. They make for a cute appetizer, or a cute dinner, or something when you're trying to portionize. The brownie pan is great for. All right, my next item on here is my skillet, is what I'm saying is my favorite item. These are all the pots and pans. This is the 12-inch skillet. I cannot speak highly enough about it. My favorite to make in it is something where you can pop it right in the oven afterwards as well. So it's huge. It is literally huge. It is like, this is my hand and this is the pan. It is huge. And it's non-stick. It is so well made. You can use metal in it and it doesn't scratch. You take the handle off and then it pops right in the oven. So for instance, sometimes I like to make like a chicken Alfredo and then bake the cheese on top, kind of like an Olive Garden style, where some cheese is baked on top of like a ziti or something. And you can cook that right in there on the stovetop and then pop it right in the oven. My next item here is our knives. I like the coated plastic, like they're not plastic, they're metal, but plastic handled knives. I love these because they're a little bit cheaper. They're on the cheaper side, so they're a little more price friendly. However, they are just so sturdy and so great. I also have a honing tool, and so what happens is most of the time knives end up getting bent from the way that you're using them, and then they seem like they're doling out. The blade's not actually doling, it's just that it's bending. So what a honing tool is it straightens the blade for you and then makes it sharper. These do all come with lids to cover the blade up for when you have it in your drawer or cabinet. My next favorite item, oh, the crinkle cutter. So the crinkle cutter is great for so many reasons, but who likes to cut cheese? No one likes to cut cheese. Cheese is one of the hardest things to cut. It hurts your hand after a while, not with the crinkle cutter. So I'm going to show you on vegetables. I'm going to try to do this with like, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to show you with a vegetable. It just, oh, it's kind of soft. I swear it's just the fruit or the vegetable. Okay, so let me cut some off. It's really, like, you can see where it's kind of crinkled. It was like a cucumber going bad. So to show you guys how easy it is, it just rolls. Literally rolls right through. All right. This cucumber's not really the greatest. It was in the fridge for a while. But so it does just roll through, and with cheese it does the exact same thing. It doesn't stick or anything. You just it's just the motion of it. Once it goes into it, it just keeps going. It's awesome. So that's one of my favorite items as well. The next item I have here is my rock crock. So anyone that used to have parties in the past may know the rock crock as something that can cook an entire chicken. It can also cook like chicken fajitas in about 15 minutes, a quick lunch or a quick dinner. We call them rush hour fajitas. So you pop it in the oven, mix it once halfway through, and then you're done. You put your onions and your peppers in there and your chicken in there, and it cooks great. It is the juiciest chicken as well. It does not take long, and it does not come out chewy. My favorite thing to do in it is make cakes. So I am a general manager at a hotel, and I love to celebrate everyone's birthdays, but I don't have time to bake every single night of my life. So I usually just take this to work with me when it's someone's birthday, and I pop a can of Coke or Diet Coke in a chocolate cake with homemade peanut butter on it, and then I put that in the microwave for 10 minutes. Cooks great. Moist cake. You can also put icing inside of it while it's cooking, and then it'll come out like a lava cake. You can also do orange with vanilla, so orange soda with vanilla cake, and that will come out like an orange creamsicle. It's really, really good. So there's lots and lots of different options. If you would like further to know what cakes you can make in the rock crock in the microwave, go ahead and put a yellow heart below. I'm going to try to touch back and make sure everyone gets everything that I asked for. All right. Next is our quick slice. It comes in 3 different parts. So there's a protector on the bottom. It has silicone steps so you can place it and it doesn't move on you. It's, you know, nice and sturdy. So what we can do is we take the cucumber. Let's see here. So I'm going to take the cucumber and I want it to slice. So I'm slicing it like this. I want to slice my cucumber. And then to have it go the rest of the way down, I just put it in here. And then it comes into lots of different pieces. That's really good for like cucumber salad. My husband loves, this is his favorite item, honestly. He loves cucumber salad. All right, so one of my next items is the simple slicer. I'm actually gonna leave that there. I'm just trying to move it towards you guys. The simple slicer. So again, it has like silicone bottom, so it doesn't move. So like when you're using it, you feel safe using it. It does come with a guard for your fingers, so your fingers go right here, and there's no way that they can get cut as long as you're using it the right way. And then it comes with these pins that you put the potato in, or whatever you're slicing. I use it a lot for potatoes, that's why it's my favorite. And then you put it in the slicer, and the slicer has 3 different settings. So I like to cut my potatoes on 1, but you can also do 2, or 3 is really, really thick. So you can kind of see how the blade moves. So it gets thicker as you go down. So what I would like to do is just show you guys how it slices potatoes so easily. So I'm just going to put it on one, and we're just going to keep slicing it down, and you can see the potatoes kind of falling out of it. And just keep going. I'm not doing this so I can show you guys. Otherwise it goes usually really, really fast. And when you get down to, you know, where this is now touching here, now you push down on here. Again, your fingers are so safe. And then you just keep going until you cannot go anymore. And then no potatoes left. So there's no wasted potato. Here's all the potatoes, all sliced up really nicely. All right. Like I said, I use that for potatoes more than anything, but there are many, many, many uses for that one as well. All right. One of the items that I don't have something to show you guys for is our pineapple slicer. Now, I love, 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 love our pineapple slicer. I use it probably once a week during the summer because I love pineapple. And even if I'm not using it for pineapple, you can use it for apples quickly. So you just line the apple up here and it'll cut it into halves. When we do apple sauce, that's what my grandma uses, is the pineapple one, because it doesn't hurt her hands as much because it's much bigger and she can grasp on it and then she can push down. It's so, so nice. Now, if anyone has ever used the pineapple slicer, the biggest hint I can give you is make sure you rock it back and forth. If you don't rock it, it's not going to cut through. So you just have to rock it back and forth and then it goes right on through. It's the greatest. And then I have my scoops here. Who has scoops? If anyone has scoops, you can raise your hand now. I love our scoops. The greatest thing about scoops is it's like kind of a pre-measure. So like for instance, I use my big scoop to make brownies. So I scoop the brownie out and then I put it in here. And then I scoop another brownie out and I put it in here. There's no mess. There's no guessing how much is in each one. It comes out perfect every single time. Same thing with the little one, or you can use the medium one for like cookies. So instead of, you know, rolling them in balls and everything, you can scoop your cookie dough out, put it on the tray. Scoop a cookie dough out, put it on a tray. Love my scoops. The next item I have here is all our cooking pans. So these are great because they are, again, non-stick. If you ever like cook, like say a pork loin or something on there and you have all this juice all over it and then, hey, you forgot to wash it really quickly, or, you know, something happened, you had to run out of the house, you literally just put water on it for like 15 minutes and everything will wipe right off. You don't have to scrub it at all. It comes right off. It's the cleanest things ever. If I usually cook like, which I don't eat too many like frozen foods like chicken patties or something, you can literally just wipe it off because nothing sticks to it. It doesn't burn on it, nothing. It is the greatest. So those are our cooking pans. And then these are the cookie sheets. Two comes in a set, or you can just get one. And then my favorite thing is our cutting boards. I have two of our cutting boards. Well, a few of our, I think all of them. This is all of them, I think. So we have our flexible cutting mats. We have the small one. They come 3 in a set. So they're just very thin. Again, they have like a silicone base so it doesn't slide on the countertop, and then it's rough on the top so you can tell which side is the cut side and which side is the down side. Same thing with our big ones here. Again, 3 in a set. So flexible, such great gifts for people. You know, campers are great because if you don't have a lot of storage space, these cutting boards go anywhere and everywhere. Everyone could use a set of these cutting boards. And then there is our large cutting board. It's called the grooved cutting board, and it has a groove around the end of it. This is for those people that like hunt and fish, where you're gonna have, you know, secretion around, and you don't want it all over your counters and stuff like that. If you cut on here, it grabs it in this groove. And then there is also on the other side, there is, I don't know if I can get it to see. There is measuring, so there's like centimeters, and then this side is inches. So say you were cutting cubes and you kind of wanted to have your inches there, you know, 1 by 1 cubes or so, you can use that. You don't have to, you know, and not most people measure it, but if you're trying to be precise, that's what you can use. So, guys, that is I think I got all of it. Those are my favorite 15 items. If you have a favorite item, go ahead and post it below. I'd love to see all your favorites as well. I hope you guys have a great day.